Hi, Stefan. How are you doing?
Good, good.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us today on this native talk.
Yep, no problem.
Excellent. Maybe to kick things off, you could just kind of introduce yourself and the brand you work for, and give us a bit of a sense of what you guys do.
Yeah, my name is Stefán Jónsson, and I'm managing and operating Heimkaup, which is an online e-commerce website here in Iceland, mainly focusing on alcohol and the delivery of alcohol.
And I guess how's it come about? How are you guys working with us? What's
Well, we've been around for a while. So Heimkaup was founded and started in 2014. And originally all their technology regarding their website, front end, back end, delivery, picking was all handmade. And then, or like handmade was like made by the programmers that worked for Heimkaup. Mm-hmm. And then in late 2025 or 4, we started talking to then Cloud Retail, now Native Commerce, about providing a full solution for us where we wouldn't need those programmers here for our company, and we could basically outsource our whole IT system.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And this,
it's often the case. Our CEO Marat has been described sometimes as the CTO. So you built everything in house, and am I right in saying it used to do more than booze before? So it was
a full grocery setup.
Brilliant. And I guess what does the day-to-day operation look like? I've heard it's super lean and efficient. What does it look like?
Or with all the systems that we're running with, and how we set up our warehouse, we only require just a couple workers to fulfill the whole month's work schedule. And then because the systems are designed in such a way that our picking times are only like a minute, 2 minutes max. So that allows us to have the operations really lean. And then as long as we are efficient in the whole step of the line, so the ordering from the vendors, the stocking into our warehouse, managing the stock, and then having the website up and running. Yeah, we're able to keep the operations very lean.
And what's the, ambitions for the brand? Is the plan to open more stores, or where does it go from here?
Yeah, we're hoping on expanding it, being able to basically increase our coverage over Iceland, and also providing our customers with good deals, good value for their money, but also convenience in the whole delivery aspect.
And if I understand correctly as well, the rules in Iceland are slightly complicated around the products you sell, right? So
yeah. Or
is that a dynamic that's factored into all this?
Yeah, or just I have to word this correctly, but it's just the way the law system here is set up is that locally there aren't allowed to be any alcohol distributors that sell directly to customers, except the government monopolized stores.
Right.
However, companies such as ones in France or Italy that are selling wine and alcohol can sell that and then deliver it to customers here in Iceland. Mm-hmm. So it's just a question of, if you were to buy wine from Italy, you could do it, they deliver it to your home and you get it. Mm-hmm. So if you have a company like ours that's also an international or a Danish company, people can buy alcohol from your website and you deliver it, and it's just up to us how quickly we can deliver it. So
got it. And I guess because we work with a couple of different drinks companies as well, are things like refrigeration and the way you've coordinated the warehouse important in the whole operation? I guess people like their drinks to be served cold and the factory.
Just the way we store everything. We store beers and white wines in a chilled cooler, or a big walk-in fridge, and then the other red wines and harder alcohols are all stored in a more, room temperature locations. And that assures every time a customer orders, and then because we deliver so quickly and we get it ready so quickly, that everyone is getting their items like the perfect temperature.
Fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. And what's the delivery time goal? Is it sort of a sub? Do you have a metric you're looking for, or?
I mean, it depends on the location, like how far away from the warehouse they are. But most of our deliveries are under an hour, and then if people are ordering in pick up in store, which is our most popular delivery option, we always have it ready within 1 to 2 minutes. So we have like a two floor warehouse. So our main thing is to keep everything that everyone orders always on the main floor, so we never have to go to the basement inventory section. So that's more of the logistics of just having the popular products close to the picker at all times.
How do you determine how do you know which things are in that first level versus the basement? Is it just based on
we just use our sales data and the overall expertise of our pickers, that they know that
they just know today beer is going to be the one, and just have it stocked and ready.
When we started, the problem was that we were making everything ourselves, and obviously when there were new features that were like, we want this, we had to hand code everything into the system and just do everything. What would you call it? It would just take a long time to do something new. And then we just saw that there would be a great benefit in getting a whole system that does what we do, the e-commerce side, and that just handles everything for us, and then is constantly updating and bringing new features and can adjust to whatever requirements we need.
And just to unpack it a little bit, so did you have something custom built from the front end website to the application all the way through to something?
Everything's custom built for the whole line. That was built in 2014, and just slowly and surely it started becoming more and more outdated. Until the point where we had to say, okay, we need a new system.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I think it often happens. There's a few different paths people take, but then in a way you become almost like a software company, right? You're running your own product. That's interesting. I've never heard of a company building all of the end to end. Like sometimes it's just the front end, and then they'll connect to something else. But that becomes like a tech challenge in a way. Okay, cool. So I guess us being a unified solution and having built it, and is there any other aspects, I guess the expertise or?
It's just what we didn't want to do is become reliant on extensions everywhere. We have this extension for this extension for picking, this extension for delivery, and then something else is managing our stocks. That is something we wanted to avoid, because then we'd be talking to too many teams to fix certain issues, and that just wouldn't be ideal for us. What Jiffy originally were doing in England was exactly what we were trying to emulate, and that's why the fit was so good.
Yeah, it's often the case that also people find us when they've gone through something like you described, like they've tried to do it themselves, or they had a big stack of lots of things. Like, how would you describe the search to find it versus going through all of that? Because ideally what I want to communicate sometimes through these talks is also for people to understand, the benefit of starting on this foot rather than, I guess, going through that experience. So is there some words of wisdom, I guess, of how you think about it if you are at a stage like you guys?
Yeah, I mean, when we were looking for it first, we were going the Shopify route. We were like, okay, Shopify is the one everyone's heard of. Let's see that. What do we need? This. It was my cousin actually that was working for Heimkaup as well that found like, hey, why don't we look into this website? And he had just looked into like a whole e-commerce solution, and that's where we found you guys. And then more and more that we looked into it, it was like, okay, this is definitely the route we want to go. Instead of trying to spend all this work trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, it's funny how kind of a small moment like your cousin, did you say?
Yeah,
just your cousin searching, I guess.
Yeah, he picked that path, and we're just still on that path.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, and I guess so. Heimkaup is part of also of a bigger group. Is that right? So are there kind of?
It's owned by a bigger company called Heimkaup. which is involved in the retail space here in Iceland and has a bunch of different retail brands here.
Got it. Okay.
But it is its own separate thing.
So more in grocery and other fields.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. I guess just pivoting slightly into sort of future and innovation, and are there things that you guys are looking at beyond, I guess, what we're working on? Because some of the things that we're developing now, I guess, everyone's talking about AI and how it fits in, and things like agentic commerce and the way people are going to shop in the future and all these other things. Are there kind of topics in this space that you guys are thinking about, or?
Not really. I mean, our thing is just we want to make the process as efficient and flawless as possible for the consumer side. So we really want them to be able to, like, I want this. What are the least amount of steps that I have to take to get the product that I want and make it as convenient as possible, but also having the highest level of security that we can, because the alcohol regulations in Iceland are really strict, and we have to have that security be 100% that whoever's ordering is the person that they say they are, and there's no way around it. But yeah, no, we haven't gotten that far into like using AI or things like that.
It's quite refreshing, to be honest. No pun intended on the refreshing. But it's refreshing in a way that you're trying to solve something that is the core simple thing, which is the customer being happy and everything working behind the scenes and not disrupting. Whereas sometimes maybe some of the AI is a bit of a gimmick or a distraction. I kind of like that. So yeah, like fixing things like your operations and your picking time and the fulfillment rate and having the goods ready in very quick time is actually the ugly stuff, maybe, but it's also for a customer that is gold, right? It's like like AI is not going to actually serve you the beer. You drink it. So
and I also think it's dangerous because everyone isn't on the same stage of like technology understanding, so you kind of have to make it good enough so everyone can use it. And I feel like that can be a danger with adding AI into all these systems. Like there could be a large base of your customer base that's like, I don't need all this, I just need what I want, and I want it fast and at a reasonable price.
Do you think there's maybe an angle for some of the, I guess, the new tooling into the operation side? Like, is there an angle there on sort of, I don't know.
Using AI for that, I think that would be a better use of it for our side, just to crack down on like the seconds, like stock
like
organization,
efficiency through maybe some sort of data layer or something, some intelligence layer that helps you have more of an assistant or something. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, cool. like we talked about the placement of the products, how far like that is something that should be all analyzed down to the millisecond of, okay, these are the most popular products. How little steps does the picker have to take in order to pick these items, and the combination of items that are often selected together and stuff like that. I think that would be the best use of an AI that could crunch all that data so quickly.